Yo, Giants Nation, strap in for a wild ride because we're diving deep into some jaw-dropping New York Giants news that's got big blue fans fired up. The offensive line, our unsung heroes in the trenches, has been slammed by sharp football analysis, who rank them among the NFL's absolute worst for 2025. Are these analysts straight up disrespecting our squad, or is there a bitter truth we need to confront? We're tearing into every detail, unpacking stats, and exploring whether this Giants O-line can rise from the ashes and protect our new quarterbacks like never before. Smash that like button, drop your spiciest takes in the comments, and let's break down this New York Giants news with all the passion of true Big Blue diehards. The New York Giants are still stinging from a brutal 3-14 campaign in 2024, and the offensive line has been a punching bag for critics for years. Sharp Football Analysis just dropped their 2025 rankings, and it's a rough one. Our Giants O-line is sitting at a dismal 29th out of 32 NFL teams, just barely ahead of the Seahawks, Bengals, and Texans. That's a gut check for Giants Nation, especially when we're all praying for a turnaround season. But here's the silver lining. The same 5 starters from the first 6 games of last year are back, and the team is betting big on their chemistry to flip the narrative. Let's put names to the faces holding down the fort. Left tackle Andrew Thomas, left guard John Runyon Jr., center John Michael Schmitz, right guard Greg Van Roten, and right tackle Jermaine Illuminor. These guys aren't just a unit, they're the backbone of Big Blue's offense. Andrew Thomas was an all-pro beast in 2022, and with a full offseason to build cohesion, this crew could surprise everyone. Giants fans, do you think this line has what it takes to climb out of that 29th spot and shock the doubters? The Sharp report, though, isn't drinking the Kool-Aid. They point out that the Giants' O-line was a weak link last season, especially with Thomas missing 11 games in 2024 due to nagging injuries. Over the past 2 years, he's only played 16 games total, leaving the line exposed and giving up a whopping. Dropped out at 1,000 characters due to input limit, continuing below. System: 45 sacks, one of the worst marks in the NFL, per league stats. Without their anchor, the unit struggled to protect Daniel Jones, who's now gone. Giants Nation, can a healthy Thomas be the difference maker we need? Let's hear your thoughts below. Now, let's talk about the big shakeup in the backfield. Enter Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, 2 veteran quarterbacks known for getting the ball out faster than you can say, "Go Giants!" Their quick release styles could be a lifeline for this battered O-line, reducing the time defenders have to swarm the pocket. Imagine Wilson zipping a pass to Malik Neighbors or Wan'Dale Robinson while the line holds just long enough. That's the kind of play that could make this 29th ranking look like a bad joke. How much do you think these QBs will boost our O-line's rep, Giants Nation? But Sharp's analysis is throwing cold water on our hopes, barely giving a nod to the O-line's potential for growth. They acknowledged the Giants climbed from dead last to 29th, but that's like going from an F to a D-. Not exactly bragging rights. Injuries have been a killer, not just for Thomas but across the line. John Michael Schmitz, our third-year center, had a rocky 2024, giving up 6 sacks and 28 pressures, per PFF, while the guard spots have been a carousel of backups. Can Schmitz find his footing, or are we in for more growing pains? Drop your take below. Despite the skeptics, there's a fire brewing in East Rutherford. Offensive line coach Carmen Brasillo is hyped about this unit's continuity, and he's not alone. Posts on X from last season were buzzing about the O-line's improvement, with some fans calling it the best pass protection since the 2009 season, when Eli Manning led a 12-4 squad. That's the kind of history we want to repeat. If Thomas stays healthy and Schmidt steps up, this line could rocket into the top 20 by Week 8. Giants Nation, what's your bold prediction for this unit's ceiling? Let's zoom in on Andrew Thomas, the cornerstone of this O-line and a fan favorite. His 2022 season was pure dominance, earning him All-Pro honors, but injuries have been a cruel thief, limiting him to just 16 games over 2 years. Sharp's analysis didn't dive into how his absence sent shockwaves through the line, forcing backups like Evan Neal to step in and struggle. A healthy Thomas could give Wilson or Winston the clean pocket they need to light up scoreboards. Giants fans, how big of a difference will a full season from Thomas make? Hit the comments. The switch to Wilson and Winston isn't just about quick throws, it's a complete offensive overhaul. These guys are battle-tested, with Wilson averaging a 2.4-second release time and Winston at 2.6 seconds, per next-gen stats. That's huge for an O-line that's been under fire. Add in rookie running back Tyrone Tracy Jr., who rushed for 811 yards and 6 TDs in 2024, per Giants.com, and this offense might not be the 31st ranked disaster Pro Football and Sports Network predicts. Could 2025 be the year our offense finally roars? Share your hype in the comments. But let's not sugarcoat it. The haters are loud. Sharp's 29th O-line ranking stings, and Pro Football and Sports Network's 31st overall offense ranking is a low blow. Yet, there's a bright spot. Our defense, led by Dexter Lawrence's 7.5 sacks and Kayvon Thibodeau's 11.5 sacks in 2024, is getting top 10 buzz across the NFL. If the O-line can just hold it together, say, cutting sacks allowed to under 40, this defense could carry us to 8 to 9 or better. Giants Nation, do you think the O-line can do enough to let our D steal the show? Let's double down on the stakes for 2025. This offensive line is at a crossroads. New QBs, a healthy Thomas, and a year of cohesion could spark a massive turnaround. But the injury bug and inconsistency, especially from Schmitz and the guards, could keep us in the basement. The NFC East is a gauntlet, with Philly's Haason Reddick and Dallas's Micah Parsons licking their chops. Can our O-line stand tall against these beasts? Giants Nation, let's talk. What's it gonna take for this line to prove the doubters wrong? Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the O-line's challenges. Beyond Thomas's injuries, the guard spots have been a revolving door, with Runyon and Van Roten battling their own health issues last season. PFF graded Runyon at a pedestrian 62.3, and Van Roten wasn't much better at 64.1. Meanwhile, Jermaine Illuminor showed flashes of brilliance at right tackle, allowing just 3 sacks in 14 starts. Giants fans, who's the X-factor on this line? Someone who could break out and change the game? Drop your pick below. The bigger picture here is the Giants' offensive identity. With Wilson or Winston under center, Tracy Jr. in the backfield, and playmakers like Neighbors and Jalen Hyatt stretching the field, this O-line doesn't need to be elite, just good enough. Last season, the Giants averaged a measly 13.8 points per game, dead last in the NFL. If the line can cut pressures by even 20%, per PFF's metrics, we could see a jump to 20 points per game. Giants Nation, what's your score prediction for this offense in 2025? The road ahead is brutal, but there's hope. Coach Brasillo's system emphasizes technique and teamwork, and early training camp reports from Giants.com are glowing about the O-line's progress. X-posts are hyping up Schmitz's improved footwork and Thomas's leadership. If this unit can stay healthy and gel, we might be talking about a top 15 O-line by December. Giants Nation, are you feeling the hype, or are you bracing for another rough ride? Let's hear it! The 2025 season is make or break for this offensive line. With Wilson and Winston slinging it, a healthy Andrew Thomas, and a year of cohesion, the potential is sky high for a massive leap. But the ghosts of injuries and inconsistency, especially from Schmitz and the guards, loom large. The Giants face a brutal NFC East gauntlet, with Philly's Haason Reddick and Dallas's Micah Parsons ready to feast on shaky lines. Can our O-line stand tall and protect the pocket? Giants Nation, this is your moment. Drop your predictions, smash that like button, subscribe for more New York Giants news, and share this video with every Big Blue fan you know.